Happy today, happy every day.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Here with your weekly update on your wellness podcast. And we're just going to tell you what happened for our week, and we're going to tell you our perspective on this life that we're living here for a short time on this earth. And we're just enjoying life and being happy every day, like I said, and it's all good.
Yeah, and I wanted to give us a correction from last week when I had said that we did a juice cleanse. Bonnie and Clyde, Matt and Effie did not do a juice cleanse. It was Effie, Clyde, with a bunch of about 15 other awesome fit ladies at the yoga studio who embarked on that, because Matt or Bonnie is on a different kind of nutrition plan, so he doesn't do the juice cleanse kind of things.
Yeah, my doctor told me to eat throughout the day a bunch of small meals, so I probably eat about 5 meals a day, but on the smaller side. And I have a really clean diet. I'm eating the paleo diet, which is meat and vegetables, and nuts, and everything that's unprocessed and clean. And my doctor, who's amazing, he said I need to eat meat because it'll help my brain repair
and that's why we haven't told you guys yet on the podcast. For those who are new and listening, we actually were on our third one, and you guys don't know why Matt sounds the way he. If you do sound, I mean, I don't know. We actually haven't had feedback. Most of the people who have given us feedback already know us.
Yeah, and it's like, you guys, I'm not drunk. I don't drink. I'm sober, and I know I might come across like I've had a few drinks, but I don't. I actually, the last time I drank was in 2013. It was August 31st, and the reason I remember the date is because I was down in Mexico, and I was walking across the street, or trying to run across. I'm not exactly sure. I lost about 3 years of my memory, so I'm just told these things. And I was actually hit by a truck that was going 60 miles per hour. It was a full size GMC truck, and it hit me. And it caused, my friend said he watched the whole thing, and he said I flew about 50 feet in the air. I did about 10 of the most violent cartwheels, and he thought I died right there. He's like, oh, that's it, my buddy Matt's gone. And he's like, as soon as I hit the pavement, it was bad. Like, my body was just mangled, and he said there was blood coming out of my ears, but come to find out there wasn't. It was just because I basically sliced my ear off when I hit the pavement, and that was looking like there was blood coming out of my ear, but there was blood coming out of my nose, out of my mouth, and
we'll post. I think we'll refer people to the site and to the book and to the documentary and to if they want to see, because there's some scary, pictures, and the way you look like now and how you are now is amazing to have been able to recover. So
Thank you.
Right now it's suffering from the traumatic brain injury, which requires the fats from meat. So that's why you're not going to
exactly. Not eat meat. Yeah, the fats from meat and the amino acids and just the animal protein. And I listen to my doctor, and he guides me down the right path for me to live the best life I possibly can. And he has me taking all sorts of supplements, which have helped me tremendously. I still struggle with my speech a little bit, but I mean, it's a lot better than it once was. I mean, my jaw was actually wired shut for 2.5 months, and because of that, it caused all the muscles on the side of my throat to atrophy. So I basically had to relearn how to talk again. I couldn't even swallow when I first got my the wires out of my jaw, so I had to. They gradually worked me into solid foods. Like, first it was kind of like shakes, and then they blended up all my food in the hospital. So they served me a chicken dinner with it was basically it looked like a chicken breast, but it was grinded up. They would grind it up and they would just um, shape it like a chicken breast. And same thing with vegetables and the
This
rice.
was after you got out of a coma, though.
Yeah.
You were in a coma for a while, like really just out.
Yeah, for 2 months I was in a coma, and it was heavy, and because my jaw was broken and it was wired shut. I didn't have the ability to eat, and obviously I didn't have the ability to eat because I was in a coma, but so I was on a feeding tube because of that, and like normally I'm about 165 pounds, and I got down to 127 pounds, and I was basically skin and bones. I mean, I'm definitely not a big guy now. I mean, I'm skinny. You can just ask Clyde, and.
Bonnie, you're lucky you're still pretty after all that. You could have got wrecked. Your face could have got more wrecked.
I know,
right?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I'm very very lucky. I mean, the main thing is I'm lucky. I'm still able to function and like do everyday tasks. I still struggle a little bit with things like my memory and my fatigue, but it's all good. I just take a nap and at the end of the day, and just I'll use devices like my phone. I'll use my calendar to help me with things like my memory. Just so like.
Dude, I use that too,
Well,
and I don't have technically I don't have a traumatic brain injury. I might just have another brain injury, but
yeah.
I think to remember to do stuff, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And then like I have another app called the To Do app, which gives me reminders if I have to do something, and like it's good because like places I have to be, I put in my calendar. Things I have to do, I put in my To Do app, and hence the name To Do.
It's not even have to. It's like you want to. You choose to do this. It's important to
Yeah,
you. So because a have to attitude kind of gets you about things. So it's like I want to do it. I put it in my calendar. It's important. And thank you for remembering to get our thing done today.
Of course,
you got that done.
Yeah.
Although you didn't get surfing done.
I know. Well, yeah, I was gonna surf, but I looked at the cams this morning and it looked pretty windy. I was like, fuck, I'm not really.
But you said you could surf.
I could have, I could have paddled out, but I chose not to. It's like I had some stuff to do around the house, and then I actually.
Well, I'm gonna hold you accountable then.
Please do. I mean.
Lashings.
Okay. Hey. No. It's I need to be held accountable because it's like. It's. I want to serve myself. I need to stay like, at least like, we call it staying in the groove. I need to serve at least once a week to do that. I mean, it'd be better if I served like 3 or 4 times a week, but it's just like I kind of have a lot of stuff going on now. But hey, who doesn't? We all have a lot of stuff going on, and it's all good,
Like that could have. So I had stuff to do. If you came to this house like a few hours earlier, it was a disaster. So there's a lot of cleaning, a lot of organizing that happened, and you wanted to do that instead of surfing today at your house. The thing is,
and I still
went to yoga and I went to float. So like I still did what I had to do, which was that thing for me.
That's what we need to do is we need to go float. Like that's one thing I'm kind of lacking right now, and it's like last time we floated, it was such an amazing experience. I felt so much better like about everything. It's like the minor aches and pains that I was having in my body, they're like all good, and I mean it's something that's really a good thing to float, and we'll do it this Sunday. I think
I penciled it in on Mondays and Fridays for myself for the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, well, I think we said we're gonna do it.
Yeah, we're gonna do another one. Yeah,
on Sunday. Yeah.
So I'm getting more of my friends into it too. I'm like, oh, it's so awesome, and it is. I actually like it.
It's really good, really beneficial in every aspect of your life. I mean,
it's like the next go-to thing. So if your friends, some people actually come with me to Bikram hot yoga, and that's great. And then some people like, no way. But floating is something you can get them to come do.
Yeah.
And get away from their phones and their computers and their life, and just lay down.
Disconnect from society. Mm-hmm. It's really good to just be by yourself, and it's just like, that's something we don't do enough of, and it's like natural for us to not be constantly like looking at our phone or worrying about like, oh, I gotta be here, or what am I gonna do for at work tomorrow. It's just it's good just to kind of disconnect, and like Clyde was saying, she got a few people into yoga, and I was like, oh, it made me think. I'm like, I actually took a few people to yoga as well. Like I went to this brain injury school. Like after you suffer a brain injury, they have this school that I talked about maybe last week or the podcast before that.
No, you told me yesterday on the phone that you went to school, or today on the phone. I don't know.
I mentioned it. I thought I mentioned it.
No, not on the podcast.
Okay.
But you told me when we were talking yesterday, because you went on Friday. Wait, no, today is Friday.
No, this was the school I went to. I graduated in 2016, and I went there for 2 years. It was basically it's called the ABI program, which is for anyone who suffers a brain injury. Everyone that's been everyone that's had a brain injury, if they're lucky enough, they find this school and they go to it. I mean, it's great.
So you brought people from there to yoga?
I did. Well, yeah. This one guy, Byron, I brought him, and he loved it. He is like, wow, I never sweat that much in my life. And just like, he was asking me, he's like, Matt, what are you doing for your rehabilitation? I mean, he's like, you still struggle. I mean, I can tell something happened to you because your speech and everything is like, do you still struggle with other things? And I'm like, yeah, obviously I still struggle with things like fatigue and like memory, but all of that stuff is slowly improving. And
what's everybody else's excuse? Their fatigue and their memory and their lack of,
I don't know.
The people don't have brain injuries and they're like,
yeah. It's I guess it's just life, and a lot of it's like not taking care of
I'm not being a hater. I am. I'm being a hater.
Come on now, Clyde. Come on now. Yeah, it's well, honestly, a lot of it is just like poor diet and like just like who you surround yourself with. I mean, for me, like that has helped me tremendously. I mean, just the fact that I surround myself with awesome people and just always positivity. It's so good to have that love and that positive energy and the good vibes. It really goes a long way, and it helps you get through this life that we're all trying to get through. And like I mentioned before, it's so short, and we got to make the best of it and just be happy every day. And yeah, it's too short not to be, and that's why I'm really stoked that I met Clyde, because she is just a beam of light, and she's always positive, and it's like, it really helps me a lot, like
even when I eat the things that you make fun of me for eating.
it's all good, like you were talking about, like as far as like hanging around with people that have different
right. We mentioned it last week too. Like we hang out.
Like,
we still hang out with people who we like them. There's things that they do that are different that we don't agree with.
Yeah.
But we still hang out with them because we're comfortable being uncomfortable, even if we'll still love them even though they have different views, religions, ideas.
Yeah, because that'll make you look at your beliefs and your religion and just be like, I wonder if am I doing okay, but if I'm doing this, and it's just like, it's always good to compare and contrast. Well, I shouldn't say compare, because comparison is not a good thing to do, because we're all living our own life, and yeah, you shouldn't compare yourself, but it's always good to get other perspectives on the way people are living their lives. And it's just
Life's too short for us to hang out with people we don't like, but I'm just saying necessarily the people we do like are sometimes people who are still different.
Of course.
It's not like
yeah.
we still like them, even though they're
absolutely.
not.
Yeah, and it's just
And it's the people who don't. It's just the people that just are complaining or just negative and complain. Those are the people. It's like, hey, how you doing? Okay, turn around, make them positive, but can't sit there and soak in that energy.
Right.
So
exactly.
it's like moving.
Exactly. Yeah. So. Yeah.
We give them a hug and maybe
heart
walk away.
Heart hug, that is.
A heart to heart.
So
hug.
you always gotta hug heart to heart, just because for you guys who don't know what that is, it's like you always hug someone with your heart touching their heart, and that releases oxytocin. You're saying. And yeah.
Well, it is, and it's you have to hold it too. And the people have told me that I'm like one of the best huggers ever.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like, well, maybe because I just hug and I don't let go, and then like I'll show them the heart to heart. And when if you guys come to our retreat with us, you'll experience it and feel it too. You'll see, and then when you get trained to do it, and you go out into the world hugging people heart to heart, see the impact that you make in the world.
Before you know it, everyone in this world is going to be hugging heart to heart, and that's our goal. Because if you give someone a hug heart to heart, it's like that's where the love is. It's most condensed in the heart. I mean, of course, we're all full of love. It's all inside of us. That is our true nature, is to love one another, and it's like that's what we're here to do, is just love everybody, and just we're only here on this planet for a short time, and we gotta make the best of it. And
thank you, Matt, for bringing that heart to heart to Happy Every Day. And Happy Every Day is where we access enlightenment and love.
Of course.
And now we have practical ways on how to do it.
Absolutely. I'm stoked that I showed it to you, and yeah, it's just like I was showed that by a friend of mine who I went to school with. At school, I was talking about, like, he's a very devout yogi, and he got his brain injury he was actually in the military, and so he was on the opposite end of being like a yogi, like well, not opposite end, but you know what I mean. Yeah, he showed me that, and so I just wanted to say thank you, Matt, for showing me that.
His name was Matt too?
Matt Duncan. And I love you, brother, wherever you're at. And I know you said you moved out to New Mexico, but just know that you're always in my heart, brother.
Shout out to Matt Duncan, and thank you all for listening to us. And happy today, happy every day.
All right, you guys, we love you. Have a good night.
Happy today, happy every day. Welcome to the 15-minute Happy Everyday Show. Happy today, happy every day.